You know, the DMV, it's one of those places you kind of have to go to, whether it's for a real ID, renewing a license, or getting a permit. Marty Homan, NC Communications Manager, here to talk about all things DMV, including being aware of scams. So let's start there. We've all heard of the toll scam that you get from the DMV, but it seems like it's back again.
Yeah. It seems like every other month or so, there's another sort of variation of the same scam that says that we'll suspend your license or your vehicle registration or that sort of thing. We'll never text you about those sort of things, so those are scams. So when you get those, there's a way for you to report it from your phone and block the number and delete it. And so that is our advice to folks is to do just that.
No, now my mic's on. Okay. There's a lot of people who say, well, I do actually use toll roads. How do I know that, like, I actually did pay my toll and that it's not real, that I actually do owe money for this toll?
Yeah, so you can check your account at ncquickpass.com, and that is the official source for that sort of information. And so if you're getting any sort of toll related information from any other outlet, it's probably fake.
Okay, so that is like the main thing that we tell everybody about any kind of scam, no matter where it comes from. You go online to your app or you go onto the website and log in yourself. Don't ever click any kind of link that you're getting. All right, let's talk about some changes in the DMV. So there was some loss of funding, which means there was some loss of hours that you guys could be open.
Yeah, so we had some funding that was from a COVID era grant that we'd been using for the last several years to expand office hours. And so that was opening offices at 7 a.m. and it also helped us pay to have our summer Saturday hours. We have exhausted all of that funding, so it is no more. And so we have rolled back to our regular 8 a.m. start. And we're hopeful that we can work with the legislature during the upcoming session to fund those summer Saturday hours. We know they're very, very popular. We had our biggest year ever this past year. And so we're hopeful we can work something out so that those can come back and that we can expand office hours as well in the future. But right now, those 7 a.m. starts are gone and everywhere is opening at 8 a.m.
Okay, 7 a.m.s are gone, and summer Saturdays right now not in existence, but hopefully they will be. We'll see what happens in the next couple of months with that, with the lawmakers getting together to see what they can pass. When it comes to less hours, you guys also have kind of changed the appointment schedule, that kind of thing. So how does that work now?
Yes, so we now book appointments just 7 days out as opposed to 90 days out. We think people appreciate being able to find an appointment in a week as opposed to in 3 months. And so that also by having that shorter time frame, it makes us able to adjust our calendar more quickly. We're not 3 months from making any sort of change. And so now every office has both walk-ins and appointments all day long. So appointments aren't just crammed in the morning. You can get them all throughout the day, and the same with walk-ins. And so, yeah, but you don't need to have an appointment. That's another thing we want to remind people. Most of the people we serve do not have an appointment. So you can walk in without an appointment. There was a time, again, back during COVID times where you needed to have an appointment. That's not the case anymore. So you can come see us. There are several offices that are seeing kind of a slowdown in the afternoons, and so mid-afternoon is a good time to drop by if that happens to work for you. Also, I want to mention there's no need to come to an office at 4 or 5 in the morning. That's been reported widely that people are doing that. There's really not a need to do that anymore. We changed our check-in system, so we check everybody in right away as soon as they arrive, and we take your phone number, put it into the system. You get a text, and you can click a link and watch your place in line virtually. You don't even have to wait at the DMV anymore, and then we can text you when you can come back. And so that's another convenience for customers. That's a real improvement.
Yeah, that's a cool thing. It's like when you put your name in the restaurant, same thing. You don't have to wait around. You can go and do something else and then come back when the appointment is ready. We appreciate your time and expertise. Hey, if you missed any of this, maybe you need to send it to someone who's been looking for an appointment. They're wondering what's going on with the schedule. This is going to be in the Who Wants to Know section of our website.